Could you give me an example or an anecdote maybe where this is applied to a professional sense, where you can bring this depth and breadth into the same example in a professional context, where two people understand each other and respect each other's views, but to arrive at a more professional and lasting relationship in the corporate world?
Correct. Let's take the example of, let's take any of the examples, perhaps, uh, you know, let's say a family business, a person who comes, who's built the business, created the values, and now they are slowly adopting to all this AI and technology and all of this. And here could be a salesperson who is from a large technology organization, and this person is about helping this organization or the customer organization transform. So now there are going to be a lot of barriers of technology from the business and the owner's perspective, or the leader's perspective. And here a young aspiring technology account executive from a large technology organization, he has to understand the values of the organization and therefore sell authentically. And that's what right? It has to be authentic. It's not about, you will require all of this for, the transformation that you have to do. And this is all, it's not just about that. So respecting, and that's where I have an example of one of the young leaders I'm currently coaching in one of the large software technology companies. And one of his challenge was bringing executive sponsorship to his deals.
Okay.
As a account executive, you have to bring some of your executives who could be regional executives, or who could be some of your general manager, or your your country manager. Some of those people have to sponsor some of the accounts. They are called executive sponsors because they come into certain stages of the sales process, they come into the account. So one of the feedbacks that my account executive had got from his manager was bring in more stakeholders, involve more stakeholders in your deal closures, or as you progress your deals, involve more stakeholders. We want to be with you. So what this account executive then told me in our coaching conversation was the fact that, look, my seniors want me to bring, they want to come, but what I'm seeing, so this young leader was absolutely mindful about the values and the depth of what this client organization was about, and felt, look, when I bring very senior leaders or regional leaders as executive sponsors into my client very early on, they may get fear, because they want to be intimidated by a huge lead or a big leader from a large multinational coming and visiting them. They may even get scared as to how to progress our transition from from the traditional to the technology world. So I value the customer's depth, and I want to do it step by step. So that was quite hitting for me, because when I met with the manager, one of the feedback was, hey, this person needs to bring in more, executive visibility to his deals, etc. But I was seeing that this young leader had the maturity, and I'm saying wanted to practice authenticity to creating value for the customer, and did not get swayed by the need of his manager to come into or bring in executive sponsors to his customers. He was acting more authentic in that situation. Of course, I'm not going to generalize that. I'm just using that particular instance of when they bring in people into their deals. And this young leader, I was quite amazed to see practice authenticity, to say, look, I don't want to create a sense of fear to this family driven business, which is now transitioning from traditional to technology driven, practices. So I want to ensure that they take it in a step by step manner rather than just go fast. So yes, the young leader could have just practiced the speed of business, because that's what technology organizations are all about. But I saw him take that pause, and I learned from him too. So what I'm
Right.
saying, there are lots of people who are there, who are able to understand all of this and also be. So what I'm saying is, I can learn from your generation as well.
Yeah.
I think there are people who are practicing some of this and then getting to do it. So I think it's about learning to see once again from the other person's point of view, and
Yeah.
then taking the choice to practice authenticity is a choice, not necessarily an image something which
Well
is
said.
uh, it's
Yeah.
not an image that you want to. It has to be a choice that is felt by people. Not It's not like an image that you can see, oh, this is an authentic brand, this is an inauthentic. Can't say that, right? It's a choice of how you practice it in your relationships and in a professional
Right.
sphere especially.